What's up, everybody? Lady Locks here, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Let me put you big here.
All right.
He's big already.
Oh, he's big. Okay.
So when this particular model is the S model. Let's see, where's it at? It'll focus. It's the S series.
Oh, okay.
Well, when it came, this was flat. It was the screw was ground off at flat in the head. So what I ended up having to do was I took a Dremel and put a slot in it to make it a flat head, and was able to just turn it right out.
Oh, good
Nice.
idea.
I replaced it with a brass pan head just so that way,
Yeah.
it would hold snug. But let me pull this off. It's only a 3-pin lock. I've already got the wheels out, but I'll show you how they go back together.
Oh,
There's the
look
3
at
pins, and there's the lock will only allow you to turn one direction because of this pin here. And if I show you how it's geared, so it can only pass one direction.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why every I guess it's every 90 degree or every 90 or every 45 degrees it locks back up. Let's see.
G'day, Steve. So that's a hell of a long way for the pick to travel to even reach those pins.
You have to max.
Can you hold a pick up against that so people can get a visual of how far in they've got to go before they actually feel that third pin in particular? Because that's quite a lengthy way.
Let me see.
It's almost the entire pick to the handle.
So this is a Jimmy Long, and to reach the last pin, you are to right there. It's right there. So that's how far you have to.
But you don't have to worry about oversetting from the shaft of the pick because it doesn't even reach it.
Yeah. This is the actual profile of the key that I 3D printed.
So 3D.
That's cool.
That is the lock. But the way
and those keys from memory are all standard across all those locks, aren't they?
Somebody said they weren't, but all the ones I've seen, all the ones I have, this key works. I've got an S series and I've got an older series, and this key works on them. Let's see. So there's 2 different timing wheels. I'll show you in here. So 3 of them are all identical except for the last one. And this is what actually stops it from going to past 9. So these little cams here, and I'll start putting it back together and it'll make more sense. But this is what actually turns this lever. Well, when it's on 9, it is right here in this last cam. If you look, the next cam is filled in. There's a little notch there, but it's filled in. So this will not allow it to do a full rotation. So that's what stops it from going back to 0. So when it's on the lock, let me get the pins out because I keep dropping them. And I'll show you the pins. So this is the blocker pin. Just one big solid pin that prevents the rotation. There, well, you can see the size of the key pins in the driver too. Look how large they are.
Wow.
Oh, Ryan, you got an 83 CS and you can rake it. Oh, that's a shame. Change the pins out, mate. Swap the pins around. Throw in some security pins.
Let's see. So
I think they come with all standards.
83
CS, closed shackle.
Well, what's the core in it, right? Depends on the core.
Best core.
Oh, is it a best? Sorry.
Yeah, which is probably why it rakes, because you've got multiple shear lines.
All right. So, let me get back to where I was at. All right, so there. So the window is on the bottom. So like right now I got it set on 9. Make sure that comes through. And I'll show you where this sprocket goes in like that. So when it's there, that next gear that it's wanting to turn to is filled in. So that's what actually stops it.
So that answers your question, GQ man.
But the way these work, I'm just going to spin it back a few.
So you could actually cut that wheel or switch it around, couldn't you, to make sure it never has one that encounters that?
Yeah, you could take this and dial it down to be like the rest, and it would just keep rotating them infinitely. So the way these go together and the way it progresses, on the other wheels, when it gets to 9, there's a cutout right. Let's see. See that little nub?
Oh, yeah, that's what bumps the next one, huh?
Come on, focus. See that nub there? It grabs this, sits in that track, and it grabs this, and it advances one position, and this is allowed to spin until it gets back to that one position and turns it again.
That's wild.
So, I mean, it's a very simple mechanism. So, I'll put it together so I want that on 9.
Somebody's mad.
So every time it goes past 0, it'll grab it, see it advance at 1. And what this is doing is it gets there and it just advances 1 every time. And each one's built on top of the other. So you just keep building this assembly. All right, it takes some wiggling to get them back into right position. Let's see. So the last 3 digits for cams are all the same. Let's see. So that one's on there. So now is 1. Well, why am I not turning? You got to put it back together, right?
Stupid TV. That's really cool.
Just trying to see why my wheel's locking up.
Keith O'Reilly, welcome. We are just being shown what is inside of the U.S. Postal Lock S-Series lock.
So this is, as it turns, you can see as you make that 0 round, it clicks to the next digit and just keeps going.
That's really neat. And then the next one clicks the next one. That's so cool.
Yeah. And then this is the actual first one. So this is the one that works off of the key.
Oh.
So
this is the first time anyone's ever broken this lockdown completely like this and worked out how those wheels interact and how everything goes together. We've seen the insides before, but we've never seen how it all interacts and works. This is fascinating, Lockchuck. Thanks for doing this.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So this is it back together. And what this is the brass part here is this is keyed to fit onto the, I guess the core, you could say. So it turns directly with the core, which interacts with this first one. So every time it begins to move, it's going to grab it and turn it one position, and then that comes around and just ready to grab it again, and again, it just keeps repeating. And so it's a very simple machine, if you will, to get it to actually work. And then this spacer goes on the outside, and then of course you put the cover back on, and I'm going to leave the pins out. We can see it just, it'll keep rotating every time. It'll change digits. Let's see. Here it goes again. And again. So
wow.
So that's the insides. Just a simple 3-pin lock, but I guess it served their purpose for what they were using it for.
Yeah.
And where did my pin go? Lost a pin.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Now
It's done a Lady Locks. It's done. It's gone with Lady Locks' C clip.
Yeah. You came on the wrong stream to show this because this is the everything getting screwed up stream. So
I was gonna say there was a bit of a risk.
This is so bad. I'm so sorry, Lockchuck. Oh, this is so bad.
Okay. Oh, there it is. I had it in the wrong position.
But this is the stream for it. If you're gonna screw something up, here it is.
I found it. I just gotta find the bidding, get the bidding back right before I put it back.
Yeah, dude said this would make a fantastic clip for our highlight reels. Yeah, guys, if you see anything you think you want to see in a highlight reel, again, let me know over on the Discord, and I'll clip it and use it. But I'd love to find the one where Lockchuck did the 700 what do you call it, 700 locks, and I'd love to see 700. That one. Yeah,